This is something that we all have to be aware of. Brutal case study shows why you need to lay off cotton buds for cleaning your ears. It's by Peter Dockrell, Science Alert. Just in case you needed to have another reason to stop cleaning your ears with cotton buds, or Q-tips as we know them, one man's run-in with a severe and potentially life-threatening infection in his skull may give you a pause. In a 2019 case study, doctors detailed how an otherwise healthy 31-year-old man was brought to their hospital's emergency department in an ambulance after he collapsed. Upon arriving, he experienced seizures, and physical examinations showed he was confused, drowsy, and occupying an altered state of consciousness. And later he revealed he had felt headaches and nausea for several days, during which time he struggled to remember names. Somewhat more ominously, he admitted feeling intermittent left ear pain and hearing loss for the past 5 years. When the doctors ran a CT scan on the man's skull, they discovered pus-filled abscesses in the tissue surrounding his brain, and discharge from one of his ears revealed the culprit behind the infection, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, a dangerous disease-causing pathogen. In this case, the medical team think the P. aeruginosa was responsible for the man's condition called necrotizing otitis externa, NEO, aka malignant otitis externa, which affects his tissues in the external auditory canal. But how did this nasty bacterium get inside the man's skull? A physical examination of the man's ear canal hints that the most likely answer is this: fragment of the cotton bud that had been stuck in the man's head for who knows how long, but possibly years, if his earlier symptoms of pain and hearing loss are any guide. The risk of infections developed from foreign bodies lodged inside the ear canal is a risk factor for otitis externa, the inflammation of the ear canal, aka swimmer's ear, the researchers explain in their report, but has never been documented as causing NOE. Luckily for the patient, removal of the cotton bud and a huge amount of antibiotics delivered over the course of 8 weeks to treat his infection fixed the serious neurological problems he was experiencing. At the completion of his course of antibiotics, the patient remained systematically well, with no neurological deficit and no residual ear symptoms, the author said. Most importantly, he is no longer using cotton buds to clean his ears. While the man's harsh lesson may provoke some amusement, the researchers say his experience is just the latest evidence of why people should not put things in their ears, even if they're intending to internally clean them, which actually isn't necessary. The use of cotton buds inside ears is common and has long been recognized to cause severe complications including trauma, tympanic membrane perforation, impacted earwax, infection, and retention of the cotton bud, the report says. The present case further reiterates the dangers of cotton bud use and the importance of foreign body removal if identified in the EAC. The findings are reported by BMJ Case Reports, and the version of this article first published March 2019. It's on Science Alert. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.